Hello children, welcome to the session of Advanced Web Designing. Today we'll be learning about inline frame. So inline frame is also known as iframe or floating frame, and it is an inline element. By inline element, we mean that it is going to appear in the same line. If there are two iframes appearing one after the other, they will appear in the same line, unlike the block elements which appear in the next line. Then the purpose of this inline frame is it can embed a separate independent HTML document. So we can have two HTML documents open at the same time. One will be the base or the main document, and the second page can be opened within this iframe or the inline frame. We can also embed, or we can also view a video in this inline frame, and also an image can be viewed in the iframe. Now the basic purpose of it is can be used for advertising. You can have your main document, at the same time you can have some advertisements to be displayed in the iframes. It has an independent scroll bar for the iframe area, and this does not affect the main document. Like if the content of the web page or the video or the image is larger than the frame, then it will have an independent scroll bar for the frame area, while the main document will not get affected. The contents of the iframe will not affect the main document or the base page. The syntax of the iframe is it's a container tag, and you have an opening iframe and a closing iframe. Now let us see the attributes of iframes. The first attribute is the SRC. The SRC will have the value of the URL. This value of the URL is basically the address of the document to be embedded within the iframe area. So it can be an HTML page or a video or an image. It can even be a PDF file. The next attributes are height and width. So we can define the area of the frame, and these values are going to be in pixel. The next is we can give a name to that iframe. So if you have more than one iframes within a web page, then it's always advisable to give a name to that iframe, as it has to be used in the place of target to be for any web page or a video to be displayed within that iframe. Then the next is the SRC doc. Now this has the value of the HTML code. If you want any text to be displayed using the HTML tags within the iframe area, then we have to use the attribute of SRC doc. Now let us see the example for iframe. So in this example I have taken two iframes. So as we already discussed that iframe is an inline element. So even though I am using two iframes, this is the first iframe and this is the second iframe, they will be displayed in the same line, as you can see in the example, in the output that we'll be seeing after this. So let us go to the code. So the first iframe I have used the attribute of SRC doc. See how it is to be used. I have used a paragraph tag and it is enclosed within double quotes. So this is an inline frame 1. This is going to be displayed within a paragraph tag, and also I have specified the height and width of the frame 1. This is iframe and it is a first frame. Second, I have used a anchor tag with a reference to an image of a bare image, and here I have used an attribute of target. And when I click on this hyperlink, then it opens the image where in the target of, now the target name is frame 2, the value is frame 2. Now this value frame 2 comes from the second frame. The second frame that I have used is got a name of frame 2. So this, when I click on this hyperlink, it will open the image in this frame 2. So here the name attribute plays a very important role. The height and width are also specified, and I have also used the src doc here, which is just to give an indication that it is an inline frame 2, and again it is enclosed within the paragraph tag, and then I have closed the iframe. Now let us see the output for this code. So this is the code, and as you can see, this is the output. This is the inline frame 1. The second that I had used was a hyperlink, right? Again this is frame 2, and I have used the src doc. This is inline frame 2, as we can see it here in the code. Now there are two frames, iframe 1 and iframe 2. I want it to be shown here in the second frame. So the moment I click on it, I have already specified the target. If you can see it here in the code, frame 2, and this is your frame 2. So when I click on this, it will open the image in the frame 2. See, as the image size was bigger than this frame area, thus immediately the scroll bars have appeared. This is the vertical scroll bar and this is the horizontal scroll bar. So this is how the iframe works. Thank you.